What's good, man? It's around Packboy Dolo, welcoming you to another epic episode of the Round the Clock Thinker Show, man. I took a little break, a little breather, man. For a couple weeks, I wanted to just chill, cause fall weather had me like chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like laid back when fall weather hit, you know, the wind blowing, the leaves falling off the trees turning colors. Man, it's my favorite time of the year. It's like Christmas to me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm back, I'm kicking it off with another show, an epic show. Like I said, the name of this one is The Hardest Thing in the World is Trying to Get It Right. You feel me? But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Treeway Winterwear collection, man. You could just check that out. The link is in the description. I repositioned my camera so you can't see it hanging up. But yeah, the Treeway Winterwear collection is in the description. You just go to the official website link, or you can go to the Teespring link and scroll down. You'll see the pack merch. You'll see phone cases. You'll see leggings. It's all kind of merchandise on this store, man. Go scroll through, holler at the Teespring store, man. We're gonna get you right. You feel me? Straight up, man. Also, make sure you go check out the Pretty Much Understanding. It's coming upon the 1 year anniversary since I dropped my first book. Audio book will be in the pipeline soon. And we're repurposing it. You feel me? We're repurposing it. So I'm gonna do that by Christmas. By Christmas, I'm gonna have the audio book out, and I'm gonna have the book repurposed and uploaded to Amazon, because I'm gonna have to take the other one down, put the new one up, and repurpose it. It's gonna be small and handy, because it's like a booklet. It's like something that you could carry with you to remind you how to move out here, to give you reminders, to make sure you stand sharp, make sure you stand on top of it, you know what I mean? So make sure you go check out the Pretty Much Understanding. The link is in the description for the ebook. It'll be in your email within 2 minutes. I'm trying to tell you, if you go to that link in the description, it's the official website link. You download the ebook, it'll be in your email within 2 minutes. You don't even need the physical copy, just to put that out there. You feel me? But let's go ahead and roll into the show, man. Like I said, the name of today's show is The Hardest Thing in the World is Trying to Get It Right. And when you accept that challenge, dog, man, you facing yourself on so many levels. You facing yourself on so many levels that in reality you never even thought about thinking about. So what I mean is, I got the meaning right here. Once you make the decision to actually change, it is a battle that you have never faced before. I'm gonna say that again. Once you make the decision to actually change, it is a battle that you have never faced before. You hear me? So chapter 1, how willing are you to follow through with it? Come on now. That's a question that you have to ask yourself before you even get started. You gotta imagine shit going south. You gotta imagine a shit show. Would you be willing to follow through with it? Are you gonna continue to go? Or are you gonna retreat? Bag down and retreat? See what I'm saying? Which one is it? Because you gotta make a choice. When that moment comes, you're gonna have to make a choice. It is not easy when it's hard. But that's when you handle hard better. You see what I'm saying? So how willing are you to follow through? First start point. There will be times that you want to quit because things rarely work on the first attempt. Things rarely go how you want them to go. So if you not willing to face hardship and you think this shit is gonna be a cakewalk, you got another thing coming. You're gonna be shocked. It's gonna surprise you. You feel me? You will be surprised. Another start point I got right here is this. Does your goals have a deep enough meaning to them to keep you focused? So when you run into these hard situations, when shit's going south, everything is awry, you gotta think about your goals, and they need to have meaning to make you keep going, to make you want to keep going in the midst of hardship, because that's inevitable. And most of us, I've been looking into this term. We portray toxic positivity. I didn't even know there was a thing. But toxic positivity is the withdrawal of critical thinking, the withdrawal of accepting that, hey, it's gonna get to a point where I wanna quit. It's gonna get to a point where I feel like this shit isn't for me. And I'm not gonna be willing to critically think and say to myself that it's gonna be bad. You see what I'm saying? When you portray toxic positivity, you take away the logic. You take away understanding that you're human. And you have to keep going when it's hard. If you're extremely toxic with the positivity and not logic with the positivity, then you're gonna eventually make a decision based off you thinking that shit is always supposed to be hunky-dory. Right? Instead of being realistic. And when you're realistic, you realize that, okay, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be situations and times where I'm not gonna feel like doing anything. It's gonna be situations and times where I feel like I made the wrong decision. But you gotta see it through. You gotta see it through. And when your goal have enough meaning, you will automatically keep focused and see it through. Because you will automatically know in your mind that the goal is more important than the unfortunate. The goal is way more important than shit seeming like that it's not gonna work out for some reason. The goal makes you keep focused and see it through. Hey, we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. You feel me? So let's roll into chapter 2. Man. Can you sacrifice what you are used to having on a daily basis? Chapter 2 is called Sacrifice the Norm. First start point, can you sacrifice what you are used to having on a daily basis? There could be food, smoke, drink, beer, liquor, women. Can you put things to the side and keep an objective that's more important and meaningful and is going to have a bigger impact on your future? Can you keep that at top priority? Are you willing to put other things to the side? Are you willing to not have that burger? Are you willing to not eat out every day of the week at your favorite restaurants? Are you willing to sacrifice to see the progress? Can you quit smoking? See, I've done that. I've done the quit smoking and the quit drinking and the quit. I've done that. And I'm here to tell you, the hardest thing in the world is trying to get it right. Because, excuse me, first step in that whole situation, I've been dropping segments off of the mental fasting portion of the Unlimited Reset, right? The main thing that you have to do is accept. You have to be in complete acceptance of what you're trying to do. You have to be in complete acceptance that you're on the wrong track if you're on the wrong track. And you have to be in complete acceptance that it's going to be difficult to get on the right track. But accept the battle. Like I said in the Pretty Much Understanding, accept the battle. Accept it. Because it's inevitable. It's inevitable and it's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen if you want to get rid of these things. If you want to make the proper sacrifices and get them out of your way, out of your life. You know what I mean? It's not a one trick pony type deal. It's not an overnight type deal. This is a consistent effort that you have to apply day in and day out, thinking about what you need to do to let things go. Looking up the type of information that you need to look up to benefit you and keep you focused on letting these things go. You feel me? And it's not hard. It's not easy. Excuse me. It's not easy. It's difficult, but it's simple. And you just have to be strong enough to face you, to face the old cravings that's gonna come in, because they're gonna come in. It's a part of breaking away. The hardest thing in the world is trying to get it right. And they could be with anything else. You ever saw somebody just didn't want to get it right? It happens. They're everywhere. And the thing about them is this. They'll say they want to get it right. Some of them just don't care at all. But some will say they want to get it right. They want to do this like this, and this like this, and this like this. Right? So you look at them and their results and how they moving, it don't add up. It's only when they're saying it that they're thinking about it. Other than that, they're thinking about not getting anywhere in life. They're thinking about that beer, that cigarette, that bottle of liquor. Right? They're thinking about what they're used to, what they're comfortable with. To get it right is uncomfortable. Then you got another type of person. They're more so locked in doing things. They're not really too much talking about getting it right, making the change. They make it happen. They don't talk about it. They do it. Big difference. And when you start doing that, right? When you start doing that, you realize a lot of shit starts to come to the surface. Because it gets harder. You're challenged. You're willing to face the void that you have within you that goes against where you're trying to go. And the ones that don't want to change, that talk about it but they don't do it, they're more so about these cover-ups and cloaks and habits, smoking, drinking. These are cloaks and cover-ups to avoid that is gonna remain there, and that seems to go away momentarily, but that's an illusion. It never really goes away, because once the effect from the smoke or the drink go away, the void is still there. You see what I'm saying? And it seems like that, hey, they got it figured out in a sense, because they're enjoying themselves. But it is a void there. And they use things outside of themselves to cloak the void and allow them to function. But the ones that don't, the ones that have broken away from the smoking and the drinking and the bad food habits and everything that goes against what they're trying to become as a person, everything that goes against it, those who have broken away from that, right? They gotta face a different problem. You may say, Dolo, what problem is that? They have to face the actual void, because the smoke isn't there anymore. The drink isn't there anymore. If underneath all of that, if you used to have to smoke to go to sleep, guess what? When you quit smoking, your ass is gonna have sleep insomnia, dog. If you used to have to drink and black out to go to sleep, your ass is gonna have sleep insomnia. You're gonna deal with that sleep insomnia. If you needed liquid courage to go introduce yourself to a beautiful young lady, your ass is gonna be insecure, because the drink and the smoke is gone. So now you gotta deal with the actual void. There's no cover-ups anymore. You dealing with the truth. You're dealing with the truth. So the next start point, you have to be willing to break out of the normal routine in order to change other things. Once you broken out of the normal routine of what you used to smoke and drink and all this that's not good for you, that you've been talking about quitting, that you know you need to quit, right? You're gonna face a whole nother layer of problems, because you're dealing with the actual void, who you actually are at your core, and you gotta work on that You have to work on it. You have to pray about it and you have to work on it. Because guess what? It won't fix itself. It's possible. Don't get me wrong. It's possible. But acceptance, remember? You have to accept that this is something that you're going to have to work on. Who you truly are, you have to deal with that. Period. There's no way around it. It's layers upon layers upon layers, and you have to peel back those. No one else can do it for you. You can be assisted, but no one else can do it for you. So let's roll into chapter 3. Last chapter. Let me get another sip. Out with the old and in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. Once again, making a change, right, comes with new habits. The start point right here explains it. Once you make the new changes, this is how you know who you are and what you do for the rest of your life. So it's not a one, in your mind, you say, I want to get in shape, so I'm going to have to fast, and I'm going to have to exercise, and I'm going to have to get in shape. I'm going to get down to 175, 180, right? Boom, okay. Guess what? It is no way that you just gonna get there and stop doing what you did to get there. You gotta keep doing it for the rest of your life. You have to maintain a certain standard of activity for the rest of your life. So once you let these things go, drinking, smoking, and this is why I specialize in addictions, because I feel like vice and toxic addictions is the number one cause of failure. I feel like vice and toxic addictions is the number one cause of any failure. That's my theory. You feel me? So once you let these things go, it's no more. No more. Adios. So many though, like especially with the drink, man, look. You deal with so many fucking mind games when you getting off the drink. Cause you say, you know what? One won't hurt. You say, you know what, man, look. Just one more? Man, it won't hurt. Or if you get off the drink and you want to go socialize and hang out, just one with them, it won't hurt. I'm here to tell you, if you're a heavy drinker, if you had a drinking problem, that one is going to trigger you to have more than 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, it's going to trigger you. This is when we get into people fasting and environment fasting on the unlimited reset when we get to those segments. You will be triggered. So you can't do it at all. Out with the old, in with the new. What are you doing? Listen, have a spritzer, have a water. Ask the waiter, ask if you really gotta be at that event. Cause me personally had a drinking problem. I'm not going into an area. First of all, if I'm not strong enough. Second of all, I'm not going into an area where I'm smelling alcohol and everybody else is drinking and I'm not drinking. But I used to have a drinking problem, and I come mosey in and join them with the intentions of not drinking. But I had a drinking problem. I'm not putting myself in that type of situation. It's out with the old. So I'm no longer gonna be in those type of environments. And if I am, it's gonna be during daytime. Like if it's a restaurant that has good food, right? If it's somewhere that it has and they have good food, I won't sit at the bar. I sit at the table. Oh, if I can't be at a table and I want to sit at the bar because I want to watch the game or something, I'm gonna sit away from people that's drinking, and I'm gonna come by myself or with my old lady because she don't drink. I'm not gonna come there with people that's coming there to drink, because that's gonna trigger me to want to drink. And oh man, don't let it be somebody that likes to tempt you and shit. That likes to be like, man, you don't want to drink? Come on, one drink? Come on. A shot? Let me buy you a shot. I insist. They make it 10 times harder. You don't want to be around shit like that. The hardest thing in the world is to try to get it right. It's so much that you have to take into account with your environment, with people, with yourself. It's so much that you have to take into account that you don't really think about, that you're not really thinking about right now, because it's not a thought until it becomes the situation. And I've been in those situations, so I'm here to warn you. Another shit, holidays. Everybody, guess what they do when they go over for Thanksgiving or when they go over for Christmas? We had the family having a Halloween get together. They cooking, they drinking. It's smoke over there. It's smoke, it's drink, it's food. You feel me? It's so many family members there that knows that you used to drink or you used to smoke. You feel me? And above all, the hardest thing damn near to quit is nicotine. And that's not even a drug, it's a chemical. It's not even labeled a drug, it's actually a chemical. That's one of the hardest things to quit. And guess what? That triggers other shit. It goes like this. Bad food triggers, especially if you operate it like this, right? You have a good meal, you at the family crib, you have a good meal, you go outside with the cousins and y'all smoke, or you peoples and shit, y'all go outside, you smoke, have a cigarette. After a meal, that was the routine, that's the deal. Then guess what? After that shit, later on, we're gonna go get some drink if we're not already drinking. We probably was drinking before we ate, that's why we was hungry like that. Oh, we probably smoked some weed before we ate. That's why we had the munchies. And now we go outside, we have a cigarette, we roll up another one, or you pull up another one. And that's the routine. That's the deal. That's how you kick it over there. That's how y'all hang out. So if you're not strong enough, guess what? You can't even go to family get-togethers. You gotta let them know. You don't really have to let them know, but if you want to, you gotta communicate to them that, hey, look, you're going through the process of letting go habits, and you know that being there is gonna make it hard for you. It's gonna be hard for you to enjoy yourself without the smoke, without the drink, with these motherfuckers around you talking about here, because they used to handing it to you. They used to asking you to come, oh yeah, I forgot you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that. Just don't put yourself in that situation, in that environment at all. Just don't even go there. Hey, look. Hey, I'm trying to quit this, these habits. I can't calm. But guess what? That's who you gotta be for the rest of your life. The hardest thing in the world is trying to get it right. Man, it's around Pat Bordolo. Checking out. Man, y'all don't be shy. Make sure you at least hit like, man. Share the video with your friends. Subscribe. Comment. Hey, we over here, man. This the Round the Clock Thinker Show. This is what we doing. And this next show that I'm gonna drop, I'm doing heavy research on it, and it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna do like a 2-3 part series. I think I'm gonna do like a trilogy. I honestly think I'm gonna make it a sequence of shows. Like maybe 3 to 4 shows, but it's because it's so much going into it. So who I am right now is just, I'm a researcher. I'm a researcher of information, and I'm seeking the truth, and whatever is true, whatever is true. You see what I'm saying? And excuse me, I know that everybody have their own truths, so I'm here to compare the truths. I'm not really even here to convey what I believe if I can help it. If I can help it, I'm not here to convey and tell y'all what I believe. That's for my family to know what I believe in. That's for me to know, and the people that sees me in person to know what I believe in truly. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to be the researcher, though. I'm going to be like a journalist. So I'm on this path to where I'm like a journalist. I'm like a podcast journalist, right? And just like a journalist go everywhere, they find out information about this and that, they travel. I do the same thing with research. Different topics, I travel across different topics, and I gather information, and I compare and contrast, do my research, then I put it all together, and then I present it to you. And this next show, I'm telling you, man, it'll be the next one or the one after that. But I'm telling y'all, be on the lookout for this next show. Man, it's around Pat Bordolo. Checking out. Peace.